Okay. So yesterday we have discussed still the kinds of motions, still oscillatory motion, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So today we will learn the new definitions. What is distance and displacement? So distance. So what is distance? So whenever we are traveling or any body is traveling a particular path in a given time, it is called distance actually. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell again?
Actually, see here. Suppose the distance, I'm here, I'm at point A and I'm at first I'm at point A and I moved from A to B. In a particular time, suppose I took 10 minutes. In a particular time, the distance traveled, the path actually traveled by a body in a given time is called distance. Got it? Suppose I have to reach B, but what I did, I traveled from A to B, A to C here, and then I reached B. Now distance will be, students, distance will be from I travel A, C, B. This is the distance travel. In the first case, from A to B.
A to B is displacement and A to C to B is distance.
Yes, ma'am.
So that we will discuss later. Just I'm telling in a particular time, whatever I'm doing. So what is displacement distance? That I'll tell you example. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Whatever the total path I'm traveling, that is called distance.
Ma'am, but if we use shortest
Shortest time. If you are making the among the two distances, which is shortest distance, so this is called displacement. Got it?
Yes,
When we
ma'am.
are talking about distance, and first I'm telling what is distance. Distance means the path I have traveled. That is the distance. Okay. Suppose I have traveled here 10 kilometers. A to B,
Just 10
A to B, just 10 kilometers I have traveled. But in the second case, I have traveled total 15 kilometers.
7
So
kilometers.
15 kilometers is my
7
distance.
kilometers.
10 kilometer total distance I traveled here is 15. Here 10. Okay. Now, what is the shortest distance here? 10 kilometers. This can be called as displacement. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
So you can write what is the definition of distance here is actual path traveled by the body in a given time. Actual path traveled by a, suppose students, by a body in a given time. See, suppose you have traveled, you reached somewhere. So if anybody asks you how much distance you traveled, then how much you will tell? Like I traveled 150 kilometers, isn't it?
150 kilometers in.
Yeah, I traveled 150 kilometers and I took 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Okay, that is called distance. Just we are telling. Okay, as you have traveled the whole path, you are telling it. Okay, now to reach that particular point, to reach that particular destination, whatever the distance you traveled, whether it is of shortcut or a long cut, that tells about the displacement.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Students.
Everybody got the definition?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
that
can you
make
tell, ma'am,
sense?
that's the definition of distance, right?
Yes, actual path.
Actual path traveled
Whatever you
in a
traveled
given.
in a particular time, it is called distance.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, the last one, ma'am, A to B, A, C, B, ma'am. Ma'am, you could have traveled 10, 2 and 5 kilometers, ma'am, to cover 15 kilometers in total.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, distance is just speed by, distance is just, I forgot, ma'am. Not
Somebody is asking.
No, ma'am, I was telling you the actual distance of so what's the definition of a distance? Actual path traveled by a body in a
Actual
given.
length, whatever the length it is there, distance is the length of the path actually traveled by a body. In any
Okay,
direction it can be.
okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
it can
Okay,
be in
ma'am.
any direction. Whereas displacement is the shortest distance. Suppose I'm considering a position, initial position, and this is the final position. Okay, so the displacement is the shortest distance between these initial position and final position in the direction of, like, you will consider actually in a straight line. So let me write the exact definition, then it will be clear to you.
Yeah, ma'am.
The actual path traveled by a body in a given time is called distance. Suppose consider a body.
Ma'am, car.
Yes, any body you can consider. So I
Ma'am,
mentioned as body traveling from A to B along any path between A and B. Like it is traveling from A to B, and you can consider any path between A and B. Suppose see here, I am taking a body A, here B. So suppose I am thinking that it is traveling in a straight line from A to B. Okay, this I am considering it as a path 1. Okay, this is the distance. Next, suppose if this body traveled from A to B via some other point, like C here is there, here C is there. Okay, so it moved like this, it traveled C point and it came to B like this. Now the distance traveled is AC and B. Got it? This is path 2. In the first case, the distance may be of 10 kilometers. In the second case, it can be 20 or 30 kilometers. Whatever, if the body is traveling, that is called distance. So any path between A and B, the actual length of the path that a body travels between A and B is known as distance. Suppose here body travels here. If the body travels A to B via C, what we discussed here. Yes, it is traveling A to B, but in the middle it is going to C. Now the distance is equal to, students. Now distance travel will be, what will be the distance total? ACB, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So from A to B, 2 kinds of distance it traveled. That is directly from A to B and via C. So both are distant. So distance is a scalar quantity. This is very, very important. You have to remember.
Okay, ma'am.
Distance is scalar quantity. So what is scalar, students? What is vector? Two kinds. Actually, scalar means which have no size or magnitude. It is called scalar quantity. Like distance.
What is magnitude?
So let me write what is scalar and vector. Scalar means which has magnitude but no particular direction. Here, in case of distance, we are not talking about the direction, just we are checking how much distance it traveled, isn't it? So scalar means a quantity, any quantity it can be. A quantity that has magnitude but no particular direction. Okay, then next term is vector. So vector is which has magnitude and direction. Both it have. A quantity that has magnitude and acts in a particular direction is called vector. Did you understand why distance is called scalar quantity? Yes, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Scalar, it
Ma'am, I
is
did not
not depend.
understand what's the meaning of magnitude.
So what is magnitude? Can anybody tell?
Ma'am, like magnitude means, ma'am, it is a layer that protects our
Actually,
Earth by
magnitude
solar
means,
winds.
actually it is called size, extent of size, maximum extent of size. Exact term we will use in physics is magnitude. So a quantity that has maximum extent of size but no particular direction is scalar, and a quantity that has maximum extent of size as well as direction is vector. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
We have to use the terminology magnitude, which is nothing but the size of the object. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will see what is displacement. Distance traveled in a given direction is the displacement. So you can also call displacement as shortest distance between the given points.
Ma'am, can you give an example?
Yes, I'll give. Okay. So if you see here, a body A, okay, it moved to B, then C. Okay, from there it reached to B. Okay,
Ma'am?
from A to B. Yes.
Ma'am, simply the person on the car could just go like this and take a turn to D, ma'am.
No, no. It will. If I give you this example, it will be helpful in your numerical solvation also. So suppose it
Yes,
moved A
ma'am.
to B in 4 meters and B to C in 6 meters. Okay. And then this is 5 meters. Now tell me. Now we will keep what is the distance. We will write the difference here.
Ma'am, distance is 15 meters, ma'am.
Distance and displacement. Let me.
Ma'am, distance is equal to 15 meters, ma'am.
In each case, we will see. It will helpful in your numericals. So in each case, we will see. Suppose I am taking point AB. Okay. In AB, how much distance it travels? Students' body travel 4 meters. Then what is the displacement here? From A to B, it traveled 4 meters. Displacement is also 4. Shortest distance is 4, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then,
Ma'am, so sometimes displacement and distance can be
That's what your voice is breaking.
suppose if it is a single path, then we can write. Like if only initial and final, it traveled in single path, then distance is equal to
Ma'am, what is
displacement.
the distance like after 1 minute, ma'am?
Wait, let us discuss first, then you can ask. Suppose if I have taken A, B, C. Okay, now tell me the distance traveled total here.
Ma'am, so wait.
10 meters. Why I am writing meter here?
Ma'am, for
Both the distance and displacement are
meters.
units of distance and displacement. Both are measured in meter. So we are using meter here. Now tell me from A, B, C, what is the displacement? It is also 10 meter. So there is no shortcut, right? So it moves straight in a straight line. Next, A, B, C, D. Now tell me, see here, what it did. First it traveled from A to B, then B to C, then C to B. Now tell me, students, how much distance it traveled totally? See the points. First it traveled where it includes A, B, C, D. A, B means first it traveled 4. Next,
Ma'am, then it traveled.
Ma'am,
6.
16 meters.
From 6, yes, very good. It traveled distance of 16 meters.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
what about the displacement here?
16 meters.
15, ma'am. Ma'am,
No,
because
no, think properly. What is displacement?
How
What is
15?
displacement? It is shortest distance, right? Where it is initially, students?
16 meters. Ma'am, 60 meters.
No. See, where it is, see, we have shortest
Displacement
distance
is
between the given points, right? Initially it is at A, isn't it?
Ma'am, is it 10 meters?
No, see here, initially it is at where?
Ma'am, this 16 meters. Its displacement is.
Can you please listen, students? Where it is initially, at where, at which point? A, right? Yes, where it reached at last? Where it reached at last?
B, ma'am.
B, right? Initially it is at A, it traveled B, next C, then it reached back to B. It means from A it traveled to B. What is this
Ma'am,
displacement?
4 meters.
Yes, very good. So just in case of displacement, we have to see the initial and final points. So to reach, initially it is at A, at last it reached B. So to reach B, what is the shortest distance it can travel? 4 meters.
4
no
meters.
need to no need to go whole meters. Did you understand the distance between displacement and distance difference?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now I'll write one, you tell me. A, B, C, A.
I'm 0 meters.
0 meters.
Displacement is 0, right? Because
Zero.
initially it is at A and finally it reached A. So what is the shortest distance it can travel? If
Ma'am.
initial and final point is same, then it will be 0.
Ma'am, 20, ma'am. 20 meters. It has.
Distance is 20 meter. Very, very good. Then if point is A, B, C, A, D, then tell me.
Ma'am, 5 meters is the displacement.
Displacement is 5.
Displacement is 4 meters.
How? Ashwat?
C A to B, A B C A B. So it started from A and it ended to B. So 4 meters you can go directly to B.
See,
A, B,
no,
C,
no,
A,
no,
D.
no. Everybody are wrong. Think properly. Tell me the distance
Oh
first.
D, yeah, ma'am. Sorry.
Tell me distance first. Tell me distance first.
A B C, ma'am, 4 6 6
6.
4, 10, 10, 20, 25.
10 to 20 20. Ma'am, 20. Ma'am, again from C to another point under B, ma'am. I think
See, if this is 4 meter, this is also 4, right? This is also 6. So this total is 10. This total is 10. And
25, ma'am.
these
25 meters.
5.
Ma'am, by mistakenly leave the answer.
Yeah, I mentioned the answer. It is 25 meter.
Ma'am,
Tell me the
I
displacement.
Ma'am, I answered before these two.
Yes,
people.
yes.
They were like
Yes,
4,
yes.
6, 4, 6, 4, 6, and 5.
Yes, correct. Now tell me the displacement. Whoever tells the displacement, and I'll give applause to them.
25 meters, ma'am.
25 meters.
Displacement.
Ma'am, 20. Ma'am, 15 meters.
50 meters.
15, 15, ma'am.
Displacement.
Ma'am, displacement of ma'am.
Displacement
Like,
means you have to check the initial and final position.
Yeah, ma'am.
Initially,
Ma'am,
A.
and ma'am, it's
From
ma'am, it's
A,
5
from
meters.
A, it has to go to D. Isn't
Ma'am,
it?
5 meters, ma'am. 5 meters.
5 meters.
It
Minus?
is -5. Why -5? We have to go in opposite direction.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
whenever you find opposite direction, keep minus.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Clear
Got
with the definition? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me, displacement is a vector or scalar quantity?
Ma'am?
Displacement is vector or scalar quantity?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, like,
Displacement is,
K.
what is scalar? What scalar means?
Ma'am,
Which does not depend on direction is scalar. Which
Yeah.
depends on direction is vector. Does displacement is depending on direction or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? It is depending on the shortest distance. It is going through the displacement only. So displacement is which quantity, students?
is a vector.
Vector quantity. Distance is scalar and displacement is vector. Both distance and displacement are measured in which units?
Meters.
Ma'am, meters and kilometers.
Yes. So both are having same units. And one thing note here. So in the displacement, we already seen here. If initial point and final point are same, always the displacement remains 0. Understood? We got here already, right? If initially the body is at point A and finally it is reaching to point A, what is the shortest distance? Being in its position. So take it as 0. So that is the important note you can mention here. If body travels in such a way that it comes back to its starting position, then displacement is 0, but distance will be 0.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, the
Distance
distance.
won't be 0, but displacement will be 0. That is a very
Yeah, ma'am.
important point you can note
Yes,
here.
ma'am. Ma'am, like A, B. Ma'am, A to B.
Yes.
D.
From A, it came to A again. Means it is traveling how much distance,
Yeah, ma'am.
students?
A, B,
20
C.
meter.
A, B,
Yes.
C, A.
It is traveling total 20 meter distance, but displacement is 0.
Ma'am, the shortest
If a-
distance traveled is 0, ma'am.
Yes. If a body travels in such a way that
With that, it
it
comes
comes back to
to original places. The displacement is always 0.
its starting position, where
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is starting.
Starting position, the
Then
displacement
displacement is 0.
is 0,
But distance won't be 0.
but distance will not be 0. In dash kilometers or meters.
But not distance. You
Ma'am,
can write but distance never be. So never 0. But distance never 0. Okay. Clear? Can we do an question here?
yes, ma'am.
So I'll give you a question. So question here is train starts from A, moves towards station B along straight path which is 100 kilometer from A. Reaching B, it turns back and stops midway between A and B. Find distance and displacement. Can you do this,
Distance is-
students?
Ma'am, distance is
150, ma'am. And
Yes.
displacement, ma'am, in displacement. What?
ma'am, it is 50.
Very good. Distance is 150. Then what is
This is
displacement?
150.
Ma'am, 0.
Displacement is 0.
0.
Does it reach to its original position?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Read the question properly,
No, ma'am.
students.
It stops midway.
Initially, it is at A.
Yeah, ma'am. It stops midway
It
between
moved
A and
B.
B.
It is 100 kilometers. It
50
travels
kilometers,
from A to
ma'am.
B.
Ma'am,
Then
50
from B
kilometers
to
is the
C,
displacement.
ma'am,
how
it
much,
will
student?
50 kilometers.
Ma'am, 50 kilometers.
Yes, yes,
Rishikesh,
very, very good. So in which direction you can tell whether it is traveling 50 kilometers towards east or west? So we think that it reached midpoint C. So it came back, right? So it traveled
Yeah, ma'am.
50 kilometer displacement towards east or west.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, ma'am, towards west, ma'am. West.
Rishikesh, stop copying my answer.
I'm copying it.
Yes, you are. You're like, and then when I said answer.
Okay, okay. Okay, so displacement is 50 kilometers and distance is 150 kilometers in total.
Yes,
Clear with the
ma'am.
definitions?
Yes, ma'am.
Distance is 150. I think everybody clear with the definitions. Yes. So what is distance? Distance means you have to consider the total path traveled by a body. In displacement to the initial and final position, what is the shortest path? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then any other questions are there? You can ask me, students.